We know you're the proud owner of a 2015 or newer F-150, and now we know you're the proud owner of a Duoliner, the Real Truck Bed Protection System. Let's walk through an easy 5-step installation process. We do need a few tools for today's install. So reach into your toolbox and get a T30 bit, a T25, and a T20. For the tailgate, you will want a hand tool. It is an aluminum truck. For the bed install, you can use a drill or an impact. You're going to start by removing the factory tie-down cleats with a T30 bit and the factory installed box link system with also a T30 bit. For XL models, the box link system is not a factory option. The bolt holes will still be drilled into the sidewall panel of the bed liner. Step 1 is install the load guard panel. It does fit tight, so you're going to have to give it a push. Step 2 is going to be to install the sidewall panels. We're going to start by turning the rubber tailgate stopper out of our way. Align the tailgate panel so that it's underneath the rail, and we're going to slide it up. This part may need a little finesse around the pillars, and then it needs to be underneath the tab at the back and at the front. So now that we have the sidewall panel started, we've got it underneath the top factory rail in the back and in the front. You'll notice it looks like our bolt holes are off and our light has a gap. Give it a pop around the light if you have that factory option. It's going to snug everything up and make it right. Also keep in mind that we're not going to put the factory hardware back because this panel may continue to shift and move until the zero skid rubber floor is in. Then our installation is complete. So with the second sidewall installed, it's important to note too that if you don't have the factory LED option, we do have a bed liner that does not have those holes cut. Step 3 is to install the heavy-duty 3/8 inch thick zero skid rubber floor. Notice the nubs on the underneath. That's for airflow and drainage, which means it won't trap water. Here's the dual technology. Hard custom-fit sidewalls for dent protection, zero skid rubber floor for cargo protection that interlocks into the channel. Now remember, this is a heavy mat and it's been rolled in a box, so it might take a few days for it to lay flat. So now that we've got our zero skid rubber floor installed, we can move on to step 4, which is reinstalling the factory hardware. You can start with the box link system, making sure that it's pointing up like the Empire State Building. You're going to want to start by hand tightening the screws along the sidewall panel. Put a few in, move backwards and forwards from front to back, getting a couple of them started before you go back to torque them down. Some of the panels you might have to push to get the tie down started, and that's okay. For the rears, make sure that the cleat is pointing out. Next, we'll move on to the tailgate, which is our final step. Last step, step number 5, install a tailgate panel. You're going to have to reach back in your toolbox and grab a T25 and a T20 bit. We're going to start with the T25 and remove the 8 factory screws along the tailgate panel. You can keep those in your toolbox for later. We're going to replace them with Duoliner hardware. While installing the panel, you may notice a small dimple on the tailgate protector. That is intended for use with the factory optional bed extender, should you have it. Now we're going to align the tailgate panel. Remember, you got to switch out your Torx head to a T20 now. Grab the Duoliner provided hardware, which is a tailgate screw and the shoulder washer. Nest them together and put them through the factory holes. You're going to want to finger tighten this again and always only use a hand tool. Once you get all 8 screws back in place, your tailgate is installed. Should you want for further protection, we do provide double-sided tape, which can be used on the lower half of the tailgate. That's it. Don't forget to turn back your rubber tailgate bumpers back to forward so you can close your tailgate. And now your truck and your cargo are protected for a lifetime thanks to the custom-fit dent protection panels and the heavy-duty zero skid rubber floor. Don't forget to visit Duoliner.com to register your lifetime warranty. It's there for your protection. Now that you've experienced how great Duoliner is, share this video with a friend so they too can own the only bed liner that works. And send us your photos and videos. We'd love to hear about your experience at Duoliner.com, on social media, and YouTube. And thank you for supporting an American-made product.